Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Makakodash. Give honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Alright, this is your brother Davidah from the Men of Valor campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video on sincerity and the truth, Lord willing, which will be edifying. Alright, now I got a quick testimony. Alright, I shared it with the brothers in the chat. Alright, but quick testimony, man. You know, Vanessa, alright, came to visit my job the other day. Alright, and I'm speaking in code, of course. Alright, the Vanessa is a code word for that thing that they're trying to push on everybody. You know what it is. Alright, when you say it, they take your video down. But you know what it is. Alright, and you know, they made the bad boy FDA approved. Alright, they put Esau's seal of approval on the shit. Alright, so they've been at my job in particular, I work in a restaurant, and you know, they came to my job. They didn't make an announcement or anything. They just, you know, basically, this wasn't the first time they had came. Alright, they came early in the month. They made an announcement, though. They sent out all these flyers for the J&J. Alright, but nobody was trying to get it. Even Edomites. They was like, man, I ain't going for that shit. Alright, so nobody took it like that. So then they popped up the other day, and you know, they you know, through the spirit, I was able to peep, you know, how the subtlety of how they went about it. Alright, they always do it in the name of peace, of protecting your kids, protecting your neighbors, all that stuff. So you should, you know, roll up your sleeve and take that jungle juice, right? So how it went down basically is they sent this manager. Alright, I guess she just became a manager. You know, I've seen her, you know, a while. You know, this blind, you know, you know, she's fair. Alright, this nice looking Edomite bitch. Alright, they sent her down. Alright, and you know, in the kitchen where I work, you know, it's been mostly Jake. You got, you know, a lot of different people, but you know, basically she kind of came to us. We was just, you know, kind of doing our own thing. She comes to us and she says basically, you know, they're having a Max clinic on the 3rd floor of our restaurant. Alright, and she was basically just, you know, talking about it, how it's the Pfizer one and it's FDA approved and yada yada yada, man. You know, and you know, you had people over there really considering it, right? You know, and I don't really care about the heathen, you know, taking or whatever, but it baffles me that Jake, you know, was so eager to go get up and take it. Alright, you know, you had a lot of Jakes that I was working with that, you know, they might have been like, nah, I ain't gonna take it, but when she came down and she was, you know, basically, you know, putting that so-called charm on them, you know, looking us in our eyes and shit, saying, oh, I took it, you know, this is, you know, there's a lot, you know, the cases are surging right now, just, you know, trying to do it in the name of safety, right? And I'll be damned, you had Jake go up there and take the shit, man, you know. And I was, you know, disappointed, but see, the Lord ain't dealing with everybody, and we understand that, you know. But for them to fold so easily, man, Jake is showing that they don't have any integrity. You know? Woe to you niggas, man. It says right here in Isaiah 30, it says, woe to the rebellious children. Who are the rebellious children? The 2/3 of the house of Israel right now. Alright? That's both northern and southern kingdom, man. Because they quick to just want to be so immersed in the ways of Babylon the Great when the Lord told us to arise and depart. For this is not your rest. Alright? Everything, this is much bigger than just your bullshit ass job. It's a lot. You know? It's way more than that. Your bullshit ass job, you know, all these bills you gotta pay, man. America's through. But you have people, because they want to travel, because they want to do all these things, they want to continue to live this bullshit ass life, they submit it. Alright? And they bow the knee to the image of Baal, you know, in the spirit. They're bowing down to this beast system. But the Lord said he's reserved unto himself 7,000 men that will not bow the knee to the image of Baal, man. We're not going to bow down to this system no matter what, even unto death. All right? Through the Spirit, we have honor, integrity, valor, trust in the Lord. But 2/3 of our people, they don't. So the Lord said, woe unto them, man. Woe unto you niggas, man. You're going to die. You think you about to save your life, you're going to lose it. Let me go ahead and grab that. Luke 17 and verse, I'm gonna start at verse 32. It says, remember Lot's wife. And that's a big thing, man. If you read into that story, all right, Lot's wife, she looked back and was turned into a pillar of salt because she loved the ways of Sodom and Gomorrah. She loved the pleasures that she had there. And see, that's going to be a lot of women in these days, man. They're going to look back, even though they may be with men of the Lord, even though they might have heard the truth. All right, a lot of them, when that adversity comes, all right, women like comfort. So they're not going to like being uncomfortable. So, like this, one of the chicks that took it at my job, she was like, well, I'm thinking about my future and I want to travel and all that, that's what they're thinking about. As soon as Esau brings those lockdowns and to those, because at this point they're saying 75% of adults here in America have got it, at least one of them. So they want to get that rest of them, man. A lot of these women are going to fold. Verse 33, it says, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So whoever's trying to save their life by taking this so they can get their little card, so they continue to go to restaurants and go to these clubs and all that shit, man, you're gonna lose your life. And it might not be right now, it might not even be to that thing. All right, but hey, the Lord has destruction coming for you, man. All right, he'll have it where you take that chip and you get nuked. All right, you're gonna be left here and melted, or that family can get your ass, or Esau's gonna drop that sword on you, or wild beasts. There's many things, man. Nobody's gonna be able to escape that judgment if it's allotted for you to have it. If the Lord allotted that, man, because you're seeking to save your life. But the latter end, it says, whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So, hey, we've lost our lives, man. We've denied ourselves for the sake of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to follow them. And because of that, our lives will be preserved, Lord willing. All right, we're ready to walk away from our jobs, man. Because I already know through the Spirit, soon they're going to come again and they're going to be like, hey, if you don't have it, you can't work here. And we just going to have to step out on faith. I trust that the Lord is going to continue to provide for us, man. But we don't worry about that. But woe unto you niggas, man. It was just something that was in my spirit. I ain't want to make this too long, Lord willing. This is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopefully elect. To the next time, Shalom.